Hi, I'm Ben Tomes, and this is your Perfect Strangers Highstory Minute. We are going to go today to Montreal, Canada, the Catholic Chronicle, The True Witness. And we're going to go back to 1874 to an era where not everybody thought that cannabis was demented and twisted and murderous. That would come later. We're going to take a look at some positive reviews here of East India hemp and what we know about it. Instead of devoting a column to the merits of this strange and wonderful plant, we remain silent and let it speak for itself through other lips than ours, believing that those who have suffered most can better tell the story. We will here quote word for word from letters recently received, simply adding our testimony to the rest in saying that when this plant is properly prepared, we know that it is positively cures consumption and will break up a fresh cold in a mere 24 hours. Liverpool, Beach Meadows, Queens, Nova Scotia, blah, 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 date. We'll skip the rest of those. All right, let's go to the next. Please send $20 worth of India hemp. I cannot tell you with pen the great good this has done me. I was weak as a cat, could hardly stand on my legs. No appetite, constant pain in my lungs. The doctor had given me up, and I saw death before mine eyes. But this medicine has raised me to the enjoyment of life and health. I can now walk 2 and 3 miles without fatigue. I have a good appetite, am free from pain, sleep soundly, and am doing well. I have no fears of consumption now. Isaac J. Garrett, Thurston, Boone County, Indiana. Let's go to another one. Friends, Craddock and Company. Mr. Finley Barker, who was so low with consumption and only weighed 125 pounds when he commenced to take your medicine, now weighs 184 pounds and says he feels as well as he ever did in his life. Yours truly, Robert Cox. Rough name there for Robert. All right, let's go on to the next ones here. Got a couple more here to go through. I have tried so much that I have lost all confidence in patent medicines and would not have sent for your remedy. Only I saw in your testimonials that of Robert Cox in the case of Finley Barker, with whom I am personally acquainted, and know that Mr. Barker was cured of consumption and is now well and healthy. I am also acquainted with Robert Cox, and I feel that cannabis ought to do as much for me as it did for Barker. Yours in faith, John B. Weatherland, Sweet Valley, Luzerne, Pennsylvania. I have used your cannabis indica syrup for the last 10 years with astonishing success in acute and chronic pulmonary affections, and I believe it has no equal for such diseases. Dr. J. N. Davenport, Deep River, Poweshiek, Iowa. I have just seen your advertisement in my paper. I know all about the cannabis indica. 15 years ago, it cured my daughter of asthma. She had it very bad for several years, but was perfectly cured. Jacob Trout, Montezuma, Tennessee. My daughter, Miss Crowder, has gotten entirely well of consumption. Hers was the case 15 years standing. So you see, we have tested into the virtues of India hemp and now have no doubts as to what it will do. Yours truly, Crowder and Musi. Last couple here. All right, let's wrap these up. Mother has been suffering with bronchitis for 20 years and tried all kinds of medicine and says the cannabis indica is the only thing that gives her relief. Jane Ashbrook. NB, this remedy speaks for itself. A single bottle will satisfy the most skeptical 250 per bottle or 3 bottles for 650. Pills and ointments, 125 each. Sent at our risk, Craddock and Company. So you see, folks, even back in the day, weed was hella expensive. All right. Well, I'm Ben Tomes, and that has been your cannabis history lesson today. I will be talking to you soon. I'm Ben Tomes. I'm your history teacher, and I am with Perfect Strangers.